a little bit, but
prior to Trevor's last exploits, it was about 27.
We check out that marker. That might be
yes.
C.
oh, you think?
Which is closer than expected. Nope, that's about right. I think that's where we're going.
Okay.
Looks like C. And they have us looking at it almost due east. So we gotta come around and look at it.
Darlene to ISC. Shannon, is your team ready to go?
Hey, Darlene, this is Shannon. Can you say that again one more time? The volume was a little low.
You and your team ready to pick up a rock?
Are you kidding? We're always ready to go for rocks.
Definitely geologist.
Rock on.
Well played, Sarah.
I mean, why go into this field if you're not going to make puns?
Thank you.
And I'm going to start to come down now.
Oh, yeah.
Should be noted that Sarah is not a geologist, but she is an omni-punner. She
can pun in any field?
Yep.
Wow. That might be the nicest thing
superpower
I've ever heard.
That is a pretty nice thing to hear.
She's pretty good with dad jokes.
He says dad, not bad, just for clarification.
Dad.
So we're looking at the one on the left, on the port side of the vehicle. Is that what we're going for?
That should be the chimney, and the marker is that little white thing right to the south of it.
Should see that soon. There's the chimney.
Okay.
There we go.
That's what we want to see.
Okay.
Beauty.
So we want to be headed due east and set down right in front of the marker.
Right in front of the marker and chimney.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to say it, because we're looking for a rock first, right?
Yeah.
So they may want us
So
to go
below
They
the
may want
marker
us to go
then.
down slope
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah, the directions were kind of downslope to the right of the marker, where we should see some black basalt.
I can definitely do that.
Shannon, are you guys thinking between the vent and the marker in that trough maybe, or to the
Jellyfish.
right of the marker?
Yeah, I think I see where they're thinking.
Honestly, we're just hoping that there'll be something down there that we can be able to get into. The problem is that some of that precipitate material looks pretty dark as well, so it's not like it's an easy A or B. So right now, if you can just give us a little bit of vision, that will help us. And we didn't include a picture with an arrow because we didn't have that good of a grasp.
Okay, how about where the markers are, or sorry, where the lasers are? Maybe we can zoom in a little bit and take a look at what's there.
Yeah, we can do a zoom.
Thank you.
What about this stuff down to the right, the darker material that's outcropping on the right half of the screen?
Could do. Or that stuff where the where the lasers are might work too.
Okay, let's get a zoom video.
Okay. That looks crumbly.
Yeah, it looks pretty friable.
We pan up a little bit.
Go wide video.
Going wide.
Thank you.
Can you go full wide for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. can you give me a view of the porch in bubble? 1.
Shannon, that stuff maybe to the right, as Gabby was pointing out earlier, of the marker, it's a little bit more of a gray color, gray-green color.
Anything up that high is just going to be additional precipitate. So we're more interested in staying a little bit low and wrapping around with a contour.
Okay. How about that large rock?
You're going to swing out there.
Okay.
I've already got you.
So do you want me to just keep looking around here?
How about the other way?
Okay.
Pan the other way, I think, because Shannon's saying this stuff might just be covered with a lot of precipitate.
Roger.
Yeah, maybe at your like 7 o'clock, there's kind of a darker section right there.
Like the bottom corner on the port side? That looks like a good one right there. Almost over the monkey's fist, right at the monkey's fist. Between the monkey's fist and the IGT.
Okay. What do you guys think about that right bottom center next to the IGT?
Yeah, let's give it a zoom in and see how that looks, if you don't mind. Thank you.
I'll get into a better position for that sort of thing.
So just for you watching on Nautilus Live, what we're after here is hopefully a chunk of...
Can you give me a zoom?
Yep.
A chunk of basalt from this site.
Zooming.
Hold up, a little bit out. There, perfect.
How about that black one?
Yeah, the one above this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
That looks pretty good. What do you think, Shannon?
And then you have there's another good black one that might be an option within grabbing distance. So if you land kind of between the two.
I mean, maybe we can give it a shot. Let's see what happens if we poke it.
Roger. Video, can you go full wide for me?
Roger.
If you want to be really stable, you're going to have to drive farther and harder into the wall. Because you've only got about...
Yeah, I know. Okay, I will try that. You think I should still have the down on, right?
Yeah, definitely.
See, I was worried that since it's so...
Yeah, you need more down too. You can go like 100%, 100%.
But it's so squishy.
Yeah.
That I'll just do this, and then everything will end up on my porch.
There's not that much porch space.
Okay. So you want more down and
more down, more forward. I would do like 40 down and 30 forward. That seems pretty stable.
Okay, great.
So
yeah, I drove in lightly because I was afraid it would just crumble around me.
Well, the crumbly bits we don't want, so if they fell around you, it'd be fine. We're looking for the hard bits.
Roger.
Which, related to that, just the fact that that happened makes us think that this is probably not basalt that you're targeting.
Yeah, there is that concern.
So will you be able to
yeah, just grab it.
Yeah, okay.
You'll know.
That is exactly what I was going to ask. Video, are we full wide?
Yeah, just, I mean, just past the vignette, I can.
Oh yeah, that's,
okay.
Yeah, it's fine right now.
All right, I have the claw and bubble. And I'm going to give you bubble on the big screen.
Everything good? I'm going to do some fluting today.
Oh, come on, Bubble. There we go. Yep.
That
Not
is
what we want.
not what we want.
There's another one just behind the green stripe or the blue stripe on the arm up in that corner.
In the upper right corner of the frame, there's a big black chunk. We're wondering if we can get maybe a zoom on that.
Right, I think that's exactly what Greg was just talking about. Perfect. It might be more of the same. Video, can you give me a zoom?
Yep.
Hold up.
No, it's as far as you've got camera. You
Yeah.
can reach out and just grab it. I mean, that's the
Yeah. Okay, give me full wide video. All right.
easiest test is...
So I'm looking at the thing that's to the right of the one you just focused on.
Yeah, we'd have to... We're just
Yeah.
going to reach out and grab it if that's okay.
Yeah, I just can't move the camera all the way over there. This is as far right as I can view. Do you mind if I just poke at it?
Gotcha.
Poke away.
Please, poke away.
Poking. Yeah, that's kind of squishy.
Yep.
Not what we want.
Not what we want.
Bummer.
Should we go further down slope?
Yes, please. And I'd like to look for our steep, cliffy areas where we might actually see exposure of the rock underneath where it's not fully draped by the precipitate material.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to put you back on front porch.
Okay. Thank you. Greg, I like the flute.
It's totally useful for certain aspects.
Yeah, I'm totally digging the flute.
And I'll switch between the full flute and then just using my thumb still on the buttons.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that's great. All the ways are good.
When you guys mention flute, I'm guessing you're not talking about a wind instrument here.
No, no, definitely not. Okay,
I'll talk about flute.
you can talk
You
about
worry
flute.
about flying. So the craft arm controller, which is a miniature version, it has all the same joints as the arm that's down on the vehicle. You can adjust the very last bit of the controller, which allows you to, and that last bit allows you to do everything from close the gripper, rotate your wrist back and forth, do a continuous wrist rotate, lock the gripper in a position, or even just halt, like halt the arm in a position. And so that can be positioned in multiple different orientations. So if it's up like 90 to the rest of the arm, we call that pistol.
Okay.
And if it's straight, we call that fluting, but you can actually go down, I believe, which I've always referred to as bagpipe.
Okay.
But I don't know anybody who flies with that.
Shannon,
what
do
do
they
we
have-
think about this?
Yeah, how do they look? You want us to poke it?
Still looks like precipitate material. You can see it's almost kind of got a sheet over top of the other stuff. It's kind of platey and chunks of it have fallen away.
Okay, Roger.
That would be a hard no.
Yeah, I got that. Those are geologists know.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just keep working
Well,
down.
you know, I was trying to be more helpful.
No, I got it.
Yeah, I think down slope a little bit.
Yeah. I'm totally tracking. Okay, I'm gonna keep working my way down slope, Shannon.
Is that lounge calling?
Wonderful, thank you.
It was just for video, wanting monitor changes.
Got it.
So these things that are sort of flat and cleaving away in like a planar aspect, those are gonna be more not what we're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Affirmative, yeah.
For those of you on Nautilus Live, what we're basically looking at here is the debris from years and years and years of vent growth and collapse and growth and collapse that has basically accumulated all of this rubble. This is what Shannon is referring to as the precipitate material that's flanking the slopes. And we're just scanning around trying to find some of the underlying basalt that's not been covered by this to get a sense of the geology in this area.
This all looks like more of the same over here.
Yeah, I agree.
I can keep working my way around.
I'd go down more.
Okay.
I think that the, if we're lucky, we'll find a small vent.
So Greg, you sometimes flute and sometimes don't?
I go with whatever the predominant, like whatever the watch before me does.
Okay.
But never bagpipe.
Yeah, I've never bagpiped.
I've never heard of bagpipe before. Can you explain that one again?
Yeah, so it's when it goes down.
Oh,
like,
yeah, nobody does that.
Yeah, nobody does that.
I don't know why you would do that.
Hey, Darlene.
Yeah?
Do we know what sites we'll be visiting tomorrow yet?
You could check 1754. It is in the drive. We've given them till 5 p.m. Pacific to put the final document in there, but otherwise it's written.
And you're pretty high up.
Yep, I'm backing up a lot. What about, some of these are...
Darlene, the dive in the drive is actually finalized now as well.
Okay, good copy. You copy that?
Yep,
Eric?
copy.
Okay, thank you.
What do we have here? Does this look like more of the same to you guys? Yeah, I guess it kind of does, huh?
You could just push the porch into it. Like that big flat.
Yeah.
It probably is. But yeah, I mean, it looks a little different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's probably just less degraded or something.
We're at the porch on bubble.
Roger, thank you. Can you bump it out a little bit? Perfect, that's great. That is exactly what I wanted. Oh, hey.
No, I went right in.
Oh, yep, there we go. Good idea. It's faster than poking it.
Yeah, it's faster than setting down.
Okay. Still looking for rocks.
I'm feeling bad. I apparently set you guys an impossible task.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe if you weren't so picky.
Maybe if you didn't want actual rocks and would
Right.
for pretend rocks. Like little foam, like movie set rocks.
Right.
Like
They just
from
play
the
rocks on TV.
Like, yeah, like Princess Bride rocks or something.
Whoa, Princess Bride was real.
Those rocks were foam. I'm sure of it. I remember thinking very clearly.
I'm definitely
to myself,
Team Princess Bride is real. Those ROUSs, that's
Yeah.
a thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't believe they exist.
Ha.
Hey, what do we have here?
Not dark
Not
enough.
a rock.
No,
No.
Shannon junk. Oh,
That's
little
that's
anemones.
yeah, a little anemone there.
I'm scared.
I'm starting to doubt my own eyes. Can't tell the difference between a rock and a pretend rock.
Or a rock in a hard place.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Back row, front row,
Darlene.
mind melt.
Wait,
Yeah.
was that Sarah and Darlene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Even with a wall between us.
That was a combi pun.
That was beautiful, guys. You're welcome for the setup, by the way.
Great,
It
good
was
volley.
great. Thank you. Yeah.
Ooh, what's up there in the
Ooh,
top
yeah,
of the screen?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So for those of you
More of
watching
the same.
on Nautilus Live, this is a live deep sea scavenger hunt looking for the basalt that is hidden under the vent precipitate material.
It's maybe even more fun than that, though.
Yep.
Coming down a little bit.
it's like an escape room. Find the basalt.
You
have
don't want
dinner.
me to come down anymore?
Wow, this is beautiful. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yes, I am definitely coming down.
Well,
But I don't have to.
Well, we need to move the ship if we're going to keep coming down.
Okay. That's fair.
But you've also gone off to the side a lot because I was still the site's right there at the top of Argus.
Okay.
And you're
I'll come back. Okay, Shannon, Darlene.
Yes.
Do we want to keep moving down slope to look for this rock?
Shannon, I defer to you. We have time.
It's looking increasingly like there's nothing there.
Go lateral
It
over.
does.
There may have been something over here that I think we can respot.
I hope Shannon doesn't get too basalty if we can't find this rock. Where
Wow.
Boo.
Boo! That was a pretty good
That was
pun.
epic. Yeah.
Back down.
The proper appreciation of a pun is booing.
Oh,
okay.
gotcha.
Or groan.
Yeah, groan is also acceptable.
They're always nice.
This stuff? No.
no.
What do you got your eye on there, Greg?
There was something that I think I saw when you were at the bottom of my screen that was
Okay.
a small potential, but
I thought you were going to say a small potato.
That would be amazing.
I can grab a potato for you if you want, Greg, but dinner's real soon.
I think it was along in this ravine.
Okay.
You've got a nice
I'm
view.
just looking at the darkest
Yeah, yeah,
spots,
yeah.
right?
You've got a nice view on Argus at the moment. You can actually see Marker C is just facing the
I
Argus
think
camera.
the top one is fake. The bottom one, maybe go down just a little bit more.
I think we've already poked
We've
around here.
been
This
here.
is kind of where we
It's a
started.
Groundhog Day.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
but
There's
there
a-
was something that we passed that I
Okay.
think had potential, so that's why I'm comes
Hey,
back a little
Darlene.
bit.
Yeah. Go for Darlene.
If we give up on this search, would we be able to get to waypoint 5?
Stand by.
It might have been that little guy. No, that's not good.
Waypoint 5 being ascent.
That's correct. Eric, we're going to go back uphill, right, to that vent site there,
I'm
but
still working my way backwards and downslope.
Let's proceed back up.
Probably going to be 4 times 10, so about 40 minutes.
That's fine. I can also forego these samples too. I would like more time with the super sample on surface.
You would?
Yeah. So if we're if it's not advantageous and no one wants the chemistry here, I mean, I was gonna collect it just because we're down here and you never know.
Yeah, right. So I think, so Miles, what do you think? I think it'll take too long to get to ascent regardless.
We are about an hour from ascent.
An hour from ascent. Okay, so even if we left right now, that would take us to 5:30. We get there, so that would be okay.
Yep.
Right now, I'm just sort of covering ground that we've already covered.
Yeah, I would head back up to the vent.
Okay.
That way, if we decide to do sampling, we're already in the area.
So Shannon, let's give Eric's stuff a try. I think we might be able to, if we abort the rock search. What do you think? And Eric, we take about 30 minutes with your stuff, so that takes us to 5 p.m. local. Takes us an hour to get over to ascent. That would take us to 6 o'clock. Check it out, come back up. Okay. Okay, cool. How does that sound to you guys at ISC?
We had a vote. It sounds great. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so we're aborting the rock search.
Yep, we're heading back up.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's too bad. Everything looks like a rock here. Sorry, Shannon.
And vent and marker. Eric, which vent are we going for?
Probably one of the hotter ones, but we're gonna have to probe with the temperature probe first. The ROV's temperature probe.
Yep. So how about we start with these two that are closest and easiest?
That works.
Great.
And vigorous flow.
Great.
Win, win, win.
Love it.
So we haven't measured the temperatures at these vents before, is that right?
I think we have.
Probably have once.
You might want it more on your
I
starboard side.
think hence the Charlie marker. I feel like we did it with the IGTs.
It might be with the 150 ones that Chris was talking about.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because I'm just looking at that, wondering if that's one of the vents we actually knocked over that's already growing back.
Could be. Right, yeah. Right, or a few days ago, right?
Yeah, I heard Josh was given permission to just knock over a vent.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. It's just interesting to see it happening, not quite in real time, but that was just a couple of days ago.
I've got the vent bubble.
I see it.
Max temp reset.
Josh, smashed.
Okay, it looks like I've got access to probably 2 pretty serious vents here. Okay, our temp probe. Let's see what we got.
Standard holster, you want porch?
Yeah.
Porch LED is on.
So for those of you on Nautilus Live, we gave up on looking for the piece of basalt in the vicinity here. And we're now going to attempt to measure the temperature of the fluid coming out of these 2 vents right in front of us.
It always makes such a fuss out of turning on. Awesome, thank you. Is that good for retracting amount? Are you okay with that amount of retraction? Halt. halt. There we go.
Darlene, this is Chris at the ISC.
Go ahead.
Just want to check that the pilots understand we don't need to use the ROV temperature probe here. We just need to repeat the experiment that Eric did before. So we're just doing sampling for Eric with the super.
So Eric has just directed them to use the ROV temperature probe.
We kind of...
Oh, okay. It wasn't in the plan, but it was...
I wanted to see, make sure what the temperatures were first before I start sticking things in there.
Okay, just so you know, this is the same place you sampled on Friday, so it shouldn't change.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Thanks.
I see it. I see it.
So for those of you on Nautilus Live, do feel free to keep asking us questions via the question feed. When we're involved in quite delicate operations like this, we might not have the chance to get to all of them, but it's always good to have a selection of options, and we'll try and feed through them as operations permit.
I got it, Greg. Thank you. I want to start thinking about where that is too.
Should we start then?
Video, can you zoom in for me?
Yeah.
Great, thank you. That's great. I'm having real trouble with halt right now. So I just hit halt and it jerked up like that. That movement towards us was after it halted. That could be operator error, but it felt weird. So have I already gotten 133 in here? Okay. Yeah.
If you want to follow along the temperature
yeah,
readings,
it just jerked up when I halted again.
Sat feed 3.
Okay.
That's great. Thanks, Sarah.
Okay. And it jerked down when it went back when I unhalted, is what it looks like happened.
We're not using the probe. This is not the inlet probe. This is the ROV probe.
Okay, Eric, what are we looking for here? Just.
I want to see the max temperature hit right here.
Okay. I guess I'm not gonna halt for this. What is the max temperature that you're looking for?
120 under, that's already past it. Can you move it up an inch?
Yeah, I can do that. Huh. Still really hot.
Still too hot. 1 more inch. That's not bad. All right, so it's like...
It's just off the lasers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like...
Right next to that black part
I
on
would
the
say
left.
13 centimeters off the bottom, of that hole there that I made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even, as Eric was saying, even with the black part, the top of that black part as you go across.
We'll use this that as a reference. Can we swap to the inlet wand, please?
Yeah. Full wide video?
On it.
Okay, that time it halted okay.
I remember Trevor saying...
Sampling's going to be... How long do you hold the inlet wand in the flow?
A little less than 10 minutes.
Okay. Sure.
I remember Trevor saying that the temperature probe has a pretty springy, curly wheel thing.
Okay. Meaning what?
It was very tight.
Sorry, say again?
It was very tight. I don't know if you had problems with moving it around or not.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. So we're using the inlet wand. Got it. Okay.
So just a quick question, Eric. I was just wondering, are these vent fluids we're going to sample, is this for chemistry or for biology, this one?
For chemistry.
Okay, thank you.
And you could probably tool out if you're more comfortable with it.
Yeah, that might work better, actually. I'm not sure I can tool out, though.
They'll push the vehicle back from the wall. Nice.
So for those of you just joining us on Nautilus Live, we are continuing our series of dives as part of the subsea expedition at the Seacliff hydrothermal vent sites.
Perfect.
Hercules is currently operating 2.7 kilometers down. We're operating right now. This is a site
I credit the flute.
This is a site of focused flow, and we're just about to take a sample of the vent fluid to test for its chemistry.
It's working beautifully.
It could have been the position. I mean, like, there's a lot of intricacies.
I gotcha.
The Seacliff hydrothermal vent site is part of the Gorda Ridge marine feature, where the Gorda and the Pacific tectonic plates meet. And we in the Nautilus, floating above all of this, are 180 kilometers off the west coast of North America. Just really on the map, if you find where Oregon meets California and then trace your finger out from there, that's where we are. If you want a more precise view as well, you can check us out on marinetraffic.com by searching for the Nautilus, then you'll see our transponder information.
Do you see the end of that in bubble? Just want to make sure it's not caught
clear
on anything.
Oh, you put the lasers in the same spot,
yeah,
too.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, they're pretty much exact, same level.
Okay, video, can you give me a zoom?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Eric, guide me.
Let's get it up adjacent to that big black rock, and more to the right, about 2 inches. A little more.
Video, can you go wide for me?
Yep.
All the way.
All the way.
Can you show me the arm?
Yeah.
Thanks. Huh. Okay.
Are we reading the temperature on the thermocouple as we do this?
Yes.
Okay.
What's going on?
I just need a better position, or it won't fit. I was going to run into the vent. Okay, video, can you give me a zoom?
Yep.
Hold it.
Can you hold it right there?
That was about where it was.
Oh, too much. Go up.
Here?
Yeah, hold that there for a sec.
Zoom out a bit.
Yeah, you can zoom out just a little bit. Thanks.
What do you got in there?
Got 45, 49, 58, 69. It's growing.
I can't hear anyone at chart.
You can't hear us at all?
No, I can hear you, Eric.
Yeah, I can hear you well, Eric.
What do you
Somebody
think?
had your gains all turned down.
Eric, what do you think about that spot?
It's 95 degrees right now. 112, 120.
Okay, you want me to come up?
No, just stay there. I think it's just fluctuating.
Yeah, so Greg, I couldn't get, I was all the way shoulder, I was basically all the way tucked in. And when I rotated out at the right level, I was really close to hitting the chimney and didn't have like any room to move. So that was that whole thing.
Sometimes I find the shoulder doesn't respond as quickly. Always, it's inconsistent, but sometimes the shoulder, like I go and it doesn't go. And so I wasn't sure if you were just dealing with that or not.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. And sometimes I feel like it's creeping in when I didn't want it to, like it's overly sensitive in a place that, I don't know.
Be careful on operator. I know that I do, when I lean forward, I just naturally bring it in. Like it's just kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I do feel like I tend more towards bringing the
Yeah, the crazy part to remember is that you can grab an IGT and go ahead and put it in like the starboard bio box, all without halting.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, which is one of the reasons that like for push cores, oftentimes I'll go to like whatever my happy index position is, right over the push core. Like when I first take it out of the quiver, right? So I'm just happy, and so I go and it's awkward, and I just go back to happy, and it comes right back to where I want
Hey,
it
can
to
we
be.
move it like just a smidge up?
I think the flow probably just gets more uneven as you get higher up too.
Yeah.
So when it does that, Greg, it says align master with slave.
Oh, so if you push and hold, if you push and the halt button is a instant hit, but if you do like a slow hit, then it's sending a different command. That's my first theory. And then you can also force it by accident so that the master will take whatever shape the arm is and will drive itself there, and it does not care if your fingers are there.
Okay, so do you know what the mode I was getting into with the slow hit was?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think each one, grip lock does not, and continuous risk, but halt has
several things that happen when you hit
Yeah.
it. I probably am hitting it slower than I should.
Well, it was. I ran into it as an issue because when you don't trust it, when you hit it,
Yeah,
you're like,
you're much slower about
you
it.
give it
Yeah, that must be it.
but really, you should just give it a tap and then like another tap.
Just give her the beans.
Yeah.
I
How are your temperatures looking?
It's around the 80s, 90s on mine.
80s on mine.
It looks like the end of the probe is staying in the flow.
Yeah, based on bubble, it seems pretty solid.
I haven't gotten zapped by this thing yet.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a super good thing.
So are we sampling at the moment, Eric?
Not yet.
Okay, thank you.
When you're ready, I can look at the flow gauge.
Okay.
Or flow indicator.
Just to clarify, Eric and Michelle, is one of you looking at the super temp probe and one looking at the IGT temp probe?
Yeah, I'm looking at the
Watch this.
IGT.
Okay.
We need a new
And
monitor.
Eric's looking
Ready?
at the super one.
Perfect. Thanks.
Oh, I've seen it where it fades in and out. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if Justin added a really cool little effect for us in switching between screens. That's lovely. Yeah, that one's dying. It's hard to get monitors with this aspect ratio, though.
Could you give me the bubble cam on the flow meter?
Oh.
That is also on set 3 now, so everybody can watch.
That's cool. Thanks, Sarah.
Starting sample
No
now.
problemo.
2257.
Which one is chocolate?
Vegetable.
Definitely.
Yeah. Earth.
It's from a fruit.
Yeah.
It's delicious. The fruit.
I mean,
Hey, Eric.
within like our sweet potato seeds.
Hey, Eric, what tube is that going in?
Say again?
What tube is that going in? What number?
S10.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sweet potato's got all the bits, that's all I'm saying. I'm okay with it.
Also, what's the temperature reading right now?
For the IGT, it's 96 right now.
Okay.
I'm getting 94.
Okay, thanks.
So Eric, I remember you telling me that you made that blue wand out of basically a 3D printer with, was it cured resin, you told me?
Yeah, it's cured resin using UV light. It's a SLA printer. It has a huge vat of resin where it does it layer by layer.
Right.
So it results in very low porosity.
I remember you telling me that you don't want an air bubble in there.
No, definitely not. If you did, it would crack under pressure.
Do you know what the melting point of the finished product is?
It's about 120 degrees, which is why I'm trying to stay under that.
Yeah, no, I noticed you taking a lot of care with that. I think I remember an anecdote that the first person to actually try to test the temperature of a hydrothermal vent when they discovered them and did a dive with Alvin, they melted the probe first time.
Yeah, my boss said he's melted probes before.
Yep.
think he's been to way hotter vents than this, though.
Can you imagine the first person who actually like tested the temperature here and was just like absolutely amazed when it hit over 300? Before hydrothermal vents were a thing.
Before they became the hipster product that they are now. Not that I have anything against hipsters. I know some.
Do they talk about hydrothermal vents a lot?
They do if they're with me.
I'll be honest. If I had ran a coffee shop, I would stream Nautilus live. Yeah.
Yeah. Any coffee shops out there?
The science cafe.
Or any cafe.
What assortment of snacks would you serve at the science cafe?
I have a very worrying feeling that I'm about to find out in the form of a bad pun.
Curious.
I think Amy's naming of the venti...
Oh, venti latte earlier today.
Vent. That's what she named it.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, I mean that is
it dropped to a low of 73 recently.
We're about 106 degrees.
My high is only 98.
I don't know what's up with the comms back here. I can't hear half people.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't even hear you, and you're standing next to me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can everyone else hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
That's weird.
I hear you.
Eric, do you have me?
I have you, yes.
Okay.
The whirly gig's gone to plaid.
Yeah.
I turned it up.
Right.
Yeah, but all the way to plaid.
Yep. So, plaid, is that the new 11?
Actually, it's pre-11, I think.
Okay.
No, it's post 11. It's ludicrous speed.
Oh, it's 12.
No, I mean, it's in time. The reference comes from before Spinal Tap.
Oh.
I'm sure it does.
Does Spaceballs predate Spinal Tap?
I believe it does.
Okay. I got nothing to argue there.
I don't think Spinal Tap was around when I was in high school. For who? For the van. Van. Something to ponder.
Oh, no, you will get an answer on Nautilus Live.
Oh, okay.
Spaceballs was 86, 87? I thought Spinal
yeah,
Tap was before that.
Oh, really? Maybe I just saw it very late in life. Late high school.
Yeah. That was back when dinosaurs like me ruled the Earth.
You still rule the Earth, John.
So one of the great things about these extended views on Nautilus Live is you can really see the process in quite a lot of detail of how that vent material is mixing turbulently with the cold seawater. And essentially it's going to continue to mix and rise until it reaches neutral buoyancy anywhere between 30 or 300 meters above this vent, and then it's going to spread out almost like the like a big cloud above the vent system. That used to give us, operating the ROVs,
118 for a split second.
quite a few navigation challenges because the sound signal from the ship wouldn't propagate through that cloud of buoyant material correctly, and we'd lose our navigation fix a little bit. We've changed that the last couple of years, and now it's actually the ROVs that shout to the ship, and with a much increased frequency.
Eric, we have about 30 minutes left.
Okay. Data, when did we start the sample?
We started it at 2357, and that's in UTC.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've got a couple more minutes at this sample?
We're almost done.
Okay. You swapping cameras around again? What you looking for?
I just figured I'd look at watch the bottle fill.
Oh.
Yeah. If you can't see it, it's fine.
So Darlene, what's the plan after this?
After this, we're going to come up, fly through blue water, and head to waypoint 5, which is the ascent point. There is
Stop sample.
Whirly gig stopped.
there's a ridge line at the location that we're headed to that showed up in a bathymetric map that was produced by Dave Clegg, who is at Mbari.
Uh-huh.
And the geo team thinks that this could be another SEEP location.
Great.
Yeah, so it's kind of, that's a fun thing to do.
Let's go discover something.
Exactly. Ooh.
Be clear, we don't actually know if it is anything or not, but we're pretty hopeful.
One way to find out.
Yep.
And Eric and Michelle, whenever you get a chance, if you can.
Also, I don't know if you saw, but I posted your movies in the side chat.
Yeah, so I had a low of 73 and a high of 118. Generally, it fluctuated between the 80s and 90s for the IGT.
So Shannon has used the internet and then side chat to help us out here. Spaceballs, 1987. Spinal Tap, 1984. 84, pardon me.
Okay. So 11 came first and then Vlad.
Yep.
Stand corrected.
Can you pull the sample, the inlet out? I want a blank sample outside the flow.
Roger that.
Eric, can you get me the flow rate and final volume?
Final volume is 19.2.
Eric, can I lose the whirly gig for a moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. That's perfect.
So that pretty much makes plaid definitively 12 then.
I don't know. I always thought plaid is like 17.
You need the flow rate?
Yeah. What's the flow rate, Eric?
You can just bring us into the vehicle like you had it.
Oh my goodness. Yum, yum, yum. Eric, flow rate, please.
Stand by.
Okay.
.2 liters per minute.
I always
Perfect,
get such
thank you.
a kick out of these like positions that I get myself twisted into.
Is that a good spot?
Yeah, I think that's well out of it.
All right, I'm going to go back to the whirly gig.
Okay.
Eric, you just want me to hold still right here?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Start sample now.
Okay, so I'm in this funny mode again.
Oh, well, when you go out, what'll happen is it'll just go slightly off.
It's being weird.
So, oh, it's running. All right. Well.
Sorry, Eric. We're having a little bit of arm non-cooperation.
Yeah, we're still well out of the flow.
Okay.
Yeah, just stay out of the flow.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
So is this a control sample, Eric, of this the seawater?
Yeah, it'll be a blank sample outside the flow.
Okay.
What they may have done is that it used to physically drive itself to position, but did you notice what the screen was showing?
It said align master to slave.
Right, but here it had
red
the same. It had the same blues, and then red filling out. And so, like, you could actually have moved this to the exact position of. You could align the master to the slave position.
Data, what time did I start that sample?
You started this at 0008.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And just to double check, this is going in tube 11?
Yes.
Perfect.